if I can do this. Operation is locked. Rotate device back. How do we change this? All right. That's this camera. No, we don't want to do that. How do we rotate it? I can share it out. I don't know why it does this, but we're going to have to make do. We are going to have to make do. We'll see who comes in. Get this mounted up here. We'll see if anybody comes in here. I'm testing this out because I was hoping to use this account when I go on vacation. All right. Pouring jigs. Let's see if I can find a decent place for this. See if anybody shows up. If anybody is subbed to the channel. Hard to get a position here. Pouring jigs. There's a jig pour thing. See if anybody sees this. See who's subbed to it. If not, we'll go live on the other channel. Maybe I can put it over here. Hey, there's 2 people watching. So there are people that are subbed to this channel. If you're in here, just, hey, what's up? Black, how you doing? Maybe it's not that. We're just pouring some jigs here. Waiting for my mold to get warmed up. Trying to get a good angle on this. Hey, yo, Santa Claus. Hey, whatever, man. Santa's a good dude with me. See if we got any of the normals. How you doing? What's up? What's up? This is my second channel. My normal channel is Catfish and Crappie. But I figured I'd try it on Catfish and Crappie Live, see what's going on. Just pouring some jigs. If you guys are coming over and you're new, go ahead and sub. 28 people watching already. Wow, that's pretty quick. I don't recognize all of your names. I got a pretty big following on my other channel. But I figured I would try this. I'm just going to start doing lives on this channel, at least lives from the garage. So we'll see what's going on. What am I doing right now? I'm getting ready to pour some jigs. We're pouring jig heads. Waiting for it to get warmed up because it's 20 degrees outside. It's a little cold in the garage. Yeah, it's going pretty good. We hit 11 degrees this morning. You guys can hear me, right? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Yeah, we got thumbs up over there. Double tap that screen. We are doing very well. Very well. Like I said, I gotta pour some 1/16 jig heads that I promised for my buddy Lyle Stokes. I got some other jig heads I gotta pour for Uncle Lou. You guys might know those names. Pretty popular in the catfish community. They're friends of mine. So I figured I'd get started. Got a bunch of winter stuff done today, so it's time to do this. Hey, thank you very much for liking Mr. Alien. Alien. So we'll see. There's a lot of other people that I have that are usually subbed to this channel, so we'll see. I kind of made this channel there we go. This is getting warm. All right, what I like to do is I lay this on top of there's the pot. I got about 3 pounds of lead in there. Lay it on top there to get it warm. It's chilly in the garage. I just started up the heater. So what I'll do is I'll just fill up each one of these cavities, let it get warmed up from the inside. I don't have hooks or anything in there yet. Like I said, I'm just getting started. I don't sell these jigs. I pour them for friends and myself. Just kind of a little hobby I do, so I'm not trying to sell you anything. Unless you want to help support the channel, I am sponsored by Whisker Seekers. So if you guys like catfishing gear, you can save 15% by using my my code of MCC15. They got their Black Friday sale going on, and you can stack that code on top of everything else. So let's see who else is in here. Glad you guys stopped in. So basically, this is what happens when you pour them without hooks in there. They just kind of fill in the cavities. But that hot lead, and I'll throw the lead back in a pot. The hot lead will warm up the mold, which helps from them cracking when I go to actually pour them. Now, this lead mold that I'm using here has wire hook keepers. Let me see if I can find a jig here with one that I poured a couple days ago. If you guys can see that, they got little wire hook keepers right there on the back. Those are a pain in the butt to put in there. But you know what? Nothing good is easy. Even being Santa Claus, ho, ho, ho. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. 28 people watching. It doesn't look like it. Looks like there's nobody watching now. So we'll see. We're going to start pouring this stuff. See if any of my regulars have come in. I got to find some hooks here for these. What size are these? These are size 2s. I got a lot of hooks here. So these are the hooks I use. I like using Mustangs. Eagle Claws are good hooks, but I find that they're a little thin wire. So these are them. These are number 4s. Hopefully this box doesn't break open on me. We use these. I got a ton of hooks, all different sizes. I pour a lot of crappie jigs, a lot of walleye jigs. I got started by my buddy Eric Massey Jig Company. That guy pours some good ones. He's been helping me a lot learn how to do this. So I'm by means no expert, but I do like doing this for a hobby. Wow, these hooks are all in a knot. Let's see what we can do here without making a massive mess. There we go. We got some out here. I think I gotta find a better container for these hooks. But this ought to do. Mama Torelli, nice boat. Hey, thanks, man. We use a lot of 16-footers, 18-foot luns in my area of Alaska. Yeah, it's 2023. I just got this, man. I've been saving for this boat for a long time. It only took me 50 years to be able to get it. But yeah, I love this boat. It's a 1875 Pro V, 200 XP motor, XS, whatever. I got a cover on it. Long story. But yeah, I love that boat. The boat's been really good for me. I moved up from a 16-foot Fury, which if you know your luns, it's a little boat, tiny boat, kind of a glorified rowboat. But it did me well. Caught a lot of big fish in that boat. Caught a lot of big fish in this boat. I'm getting ready to go out on Lake Michigan here pretty soon. That's if this weather doesn't keep up. I woke up this morning, it was 11 degrees out. It was cold. It's about 22 degrees now. Like I said, we're going to see if any of my regulars from my other channel who are subbed to this one are around. If not, we'll go over to my regular channel, which is just Catfish and Crappie. There you go. And we'll go live over there for them. I wanted to test this connection, to be honest. I am going on vacation in a week, and everybody wants me to broadcast live while I'm on vacation, and rather than mess up the algorithm on my main channel, I started this channel up. So that's the deal. That's what I'm doing here. We use our little tin can boats in the Bering Seas for halibut fishing and seal hunting. Cool. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of those videos. I watch a lot of Alaskan videos, man. That's good stuff. Me, I'm getting too old for the cold. Never been to Alaska, but it was always a dream of mine. All right, guys. Now these are those little hook keepers I was telling you about. I don't even think you'll be able to see them. They're tiny. They're really hard to get into the mold. They got to go in there just perfect, or else the pores are messed up. But we're gonna try. I've poured a couple thousand of these, so it took me a while to get the hang of it. I'm using a professional mold, not a professional, a production mold from Fat Guys Fishing. Them guys make really good stuff, but them tolerances are really tight. So if you don't get this stuff in there perfect, you get an overrun. Yeah, Alaska seems like it'd be a blast. I do some fishing on Lake Michigan. King salmon, cohos, which are my favorite. Tasting salmon. But they're all stockers. Inland lake ones too. I was hoping that once I got back from vacation, like the middle of December, I could get the boat outside of Chicago and do some perch fishing for jumbo perch. But I think the piers where they usually hang out this time of year are going to be iced in, so it'll be hard to get a boat in there. We'll see if we get a warm up. Sometimes we do. Takes a while for that water to get locked up. I'm talking about like Navy Pier in downtown Chicago, 87th Street. Spots like that. Let's see. See, now, one of these are off. Let me see if I can see which one it is. Like I said, these fittings here are not fittings, but tolerances on these molds are super tight. The standard ones you buy, I forget the name of the company, the tolerances aren't as tight. But these, once you get them set in place, see, I don't know if you can see that, but you can see there's a little bit of gap. That tells me that one of these hooks and one of these keepers is not sitting right or slid over. See, I'm like missing one here. Where'd that go? And these molds are so shiny, it's hard to see any of them. At least for my old eyes it is. Say what you will in live channel. I don't care. All right, let's see if that did it. Perfect. Now you can see the difference. See how it's closed nice and tight? Let's pour 7 of these bad boys. Yeah, everything ices up around here in the winter. Only problem with northern Illinois, which is where I'm at, I'm outside of Chicago, is ice comes and goes a lot. So it's hard to find safe ice. All right, here we go. This is what we're working with once it's poured. Let me see if I can get that in there. Hard to see. There we go. And then we'll cut the excess off of them once we get a bunch poured. We'll file down the tops, and then we powder coat them. I'm waiting on some new powder paint. So we'll see. That's 7 jigs right there. And it's a little time consuming, but like I said, I'm in no hurry. I don't do this to sell. You need to get up here and go fish in your home or sometimes. You're still a young man. Thank you very much. I'll be 55 this month, or actually next month in December. So I don't feel like an old man. I've had a lot of health problems and stuff in my days, but you know, hey, if I can still fish, I'm a happy man. So negative 15 degrees here. River's freezing up nicely. Gonna have smooth ice road this year until it warms up again. Yeah, you know, I was watching the TikTok, excuse me, and I saw that there's getting a ton of ice up there. I saw a lot of ice, or a lot of snow falling in Buffalo. I'm not looking forward to snow. I used to do a lot of ice fishing, but like I said, in this area, ice is really kind of iffy. A couple of my good ice fish spots, like in northern Illinois on the Chain of Lakes area, which is dammed off Fox River. The fishing could be good, but it's like a mile-long walk on the ice, which is fine for somebody who's in decent health and stuff, but I got bad knees, so and like I said, the ice is really wishy-washy, or I would have kept. I had 2 ATVs that I used to use in the summer. I would have kept them and used them for ice fishing, but it didn't make any sense. Wow, this heater's really blowing on me here. Yeah, 15 degrees that's cold. -15. Actually, today I have a diesel pickup truck. Today's the first time I plugged it in this morning, just to make sure that that block heater still works. Up there by you, if you ain't plugging in your diesel, you're in big trouble. That I know for sure. So up in Alaska, there's a channel that I watch, Truck House Life with Timmy. He seems like a pretty good dude. He lives up there and he's always traveling in his diesel Ford, and he's dealing with that cold up there, and I don't wish that upon anybody. So, hey, we got 2 people watching. That's cool. Better than none. Thanks, guys, for the guys are watching. I don't think I can keep you guys entertained, but I can tell you some stories. I ain't gonna make too much up. Let's see. My fishing in the summer. I like to fish for a lot of flathead fishing. I do. My PB flathead is 58 pounds here on the Fox River, which is a monster for our part of the country. I catch a lot in the 30s, 20s, some smaller ones. My last flathead was last month. I caught on a blade bait while I was, of all things, walleye fishing. It was on a small side. Well, I'm gonna guess it was 7-8 pounds maybe. I usually don't weigh too many fish unless they're like behemoths. I've been doing this for a long time. I don't keep flatheads. Well, actually, I've kept one just to taste it, just to see what all the hubbub's about. But other than that, I usually catch and release flatheads. Went crappie fishing last week. Caught like 60 of them, a bunch of smalls. Ended up keeping like 5. Got back to the boat ramp. Ended up just getting rid of them. I didn't feel like cleaning them. No joke. Call me lazy, but it's been awfully busy around here. I love that channel. He's a cool adventurer. He sure is. I just saw him... his last one, I don't know if you've seen it, he went home to Georgia. That was kind of cool to see him. He got all choked up when he saw his dad, which kind of hit home. I got to see my dad for Thanksgiving yesterday, and, you know, I am blessed to still have him. You know, like I said, I'm 55. My dad's 78. He has a lot of health issues and stuff, but he's still with me, so I kind of... cherish every moment I get with him and my mom. All right, we're ready for another 7 here. Let's see how these turn out. They don't always turn out. Sometimes if I make a mistake, they'll overrun or something. But let's see. I give a lot of these away for Christmas. There we go. Look at them. We got some more. These look all right. So that's 14. I do jig tying. I'm going to start fly tying. I was just kind of bamboozled into fly fishing. I don't really have as much time as I wish to take on any new fishing adventures. But, you know, someone sent me a reel. If you guys are looking, like this one overran the top a little bit, so I'll just take these little side cuts, they're small ones, just cut the top off. And you'll see there'll be a little, just a tiny little nub at the top. I don't know if you can see that. And I'll run a nail file over it and clean them up, but I'll do all of those at the end. Right now, I just need to get a bunch of these made. Now we still got 2 people watching. Yeah, I usually, when I stream, I'll stream in a horizontal mode, but YouTube's been emailing me, trying to get me to stream this way. I guess they're trying to compete with TikTok, whatever. I tried being on TikTok before. Actually, I got a lot of subs pretty quick. I got like 10,000 subs in like no time. I think I'm up to like 12, which isn't a lot. Haz and Chunky, they're all guys that I know. I know a bunch of them guys. Ernie the Hog Snatcher, met them, had them. I got a podcast too, just got over 1 million downloads, which I'm pretty proud of that. So I don't do it for any other reason than to pass the time. I work my day job, without getting into too much information. I work from home, work alone. I've been doing that shoot, since almost like over 20 years now, just over 20 years. So a dear friend of mine told me that I should start on YouTube, get out there, talk to people, get myself back out in public. So that's why I started it, and kind of got wrapped up in it. Like I said, I don't do it for fame. I'm not a big guy looking for fame or nothing. But I like meeting new people. I like having new fishing opportunities open to me. I've met a ton of good people, fished with a lot of good people. I know a lot of world record holders, a lot of state record holders. People at Fishbrain reached out to me. They hired me. I do work for them. I do work for a bunch of companies behind the scenes that I can't really talk of because of non-disclaimer arrangements, but fishing's been good to me. Fishing has been very good to me. All right, there we go. Like I said, you got to get these in here perfect on these production molds. Let's see what else is going on. Love that channel. He's a cool adventurer. I'm going to try ice fishing for some larger fish this winter. I've had my whole life, never had a trophy photo of a pike or a trout. I've caught some big pike. There's a lake north of me called Lake Mendota. It's smack dab in the middle of Madison, Wisconsin. Madison's the capital, if you don't know. Forgive me, I'm just want to make sure I'm not assuming anything. Is the capital of Wisconsin, and it's got this trophy lake up there. They got a lot of big pike in there. Their minimum size for a keeper, if you want to keep, is 40 inches. That tells you how good the pike fishing is over there. So that's pretty cool. A lot of big channel cats. We go up there in the spring, right before or after their spawn. Constantly picking up mid-20s channel cats. I hope to get a 30-pounder for my wall. I'd get a replica made. That's one of my goals. I want a 30-pound channel cat to get a replica made, put on my wall. I want a 70-pound flathead to put on my wall. I don't know where the hell to put it. I got a little house. I got a little den. There's not that much room, but you know, a man can dream. I got personal best bluegills this year. I got a whole stringer full of an average 1 pound bluegills this year up in Mendota. That was really fun. That was pretty cool. So there's people out there to catch bigger fish. But on our waters, the fish I catch, they're right on the money. A lot of these people catch these big fish, and then I talk to people, well, how do I catch? Well, if you don't have the fish in your area, you're not going to catch them. Find out what the average fish size is, and when you beat that average fish size, be happy with what you get, man. Enjoy the adventure is what I always say. Now, my normal place that I fish is the Fox River here, Northern Illinois. Port Barrington Marina. JT over there and his father, Jimmy, God rest his soul, he just passed away. They're good people. They take care of me. They give me a run of their 700 acres on the river, and they got a marina there. So I get free boat launches, which is cool. You guys might think, oh, boat launches, they're $20 around here, 20, 25 bucks. So it saves a lot of dough. Here we go. That's 21. There's a few more. We'll get all these poured. Like you can tell, though, I kind of got to concentrate what I'm doing when it comes to putting these hook keepers in. Now, the advantage with these hook keepers, if you're using them even with the worm or plastics, some people don't like them because they tear up the plastics. Well, tearing up the plastics is the least of my worry, rather than fish pulling plastics off a hook. I don't like lead collars. It's a little chilly out here. I don't like lead collars on my jigs because they bulge out the necks of the plastics that I use. And I just feel when I'm pulling jigs, aka trolling for crappie, they swim funny. So I'd rather have these hook keepers on them. Sometimes I'll pour them without the hook keepers, but those I'm either tying jigs or flies. If you guys are wondering what I'm messing with, look at that mess of hooks. It's a big knot. They come off, you just got to work at them a little bit. They'll swim funny, and you want to keep a natural presentation. I don't care what anybody says. The more it looks like it's real, the better your chances are. The funnier it swims to the side or whatever. I learned that the hard way. Pulling flicker shads for walleye, and they swim off to the side, and why am I not getting hits? You can tune them in by bending the front eye from one side to the other, depending on which way they are. Pull it through the water, and boom, I'm on the fish. I've had that happen before. Okay, brother, need to take daughter to dance practice. Nice chatting with you. Thanks for stopping in. Take care of that family. Family first, man, always. Take care of that little girl. You're a blessed man for having her. All right, let's see. We got still people. We still got 3 people watching. Any of the people watching, I know any of you, or are you guys just new people that scrolled through here because of the algorithm? Because I'm going to pour one of these unless I see people start popping in that I know. No offense, but kind of wanted to do this for them. I had a pretty big size membership. I kind of took a break from YouTube, so I canceled the membership. So I want to let them people know that I haven't forgot about them. Oh, I don't need those. And I'm going to see if I can figure out if I can get this into the vertical mode. Got to be a way of doing it. I'm streaming through the YouTube app, and I went to turn the camera, and it said it was not allowed, or it won't stream in that. They really must be pushing this vertical mode over horizontal. Ah! I dropped one of these little things. These are really hard to pick up barehanded, and I'm no good with tweezers, so we'll do what we have to do. This jig pours 7 jigs at a time, so it takes a while to get set up. I did order a new jig mold from Do It Mold Company. It's not a production one, so I'm hoping it's a little easier to get set up, but it's for 1/64th ounce jigs, little tiny ones. I'll use those with like number 10 hooks for Berkley Gulp 1-inch minnows. Man, those are killer bluegill bait. It's killer bluegill baits. One of my favorites. I preach about that all the time. People are probably tired of hearing me preach about it. I'm glad there's people that found me. All right, that looks all right. We'll see if it closes. Nope, doesn't close. So one of these is wrong. I mean, and they'll be off just a hair, and this mold will not close. You can usually tell where. I think it's right here at the beginning. Okay, I think I figured out which one it is, but we got to pull out the tweezers to fix it. Yeah, it looks like it. I like to put the hooks in first and then the keepers second. That's usually the less trouble it gives me. Nope, what the heck is going on here? Those look good, this one does not. This one's giving me trouble. Hook keeper must be bent. We'll take that one out. Try it again. So my buddy Mark over at NJ Fishing Maniac, he's been killing it with views and stuff. You guys seem to love him, which is cool. Mark's a good dude. Known him for quite some time. We used to hang out with KP and Hogleg on his overnight show. He'd be out working, taking us for a tour of the bread place he works at. That was always fun. amongst other things. Hogleg, what's going on, buddy? Just talking about you. How you doing, man? Your test is working. Thank you, brother. How are you feeling, man? How are you and Melissa doing? Did you guys have a good Thanksgiving? Did you get plenty to eat? Sorry I wasn't looking at that, at the chat real quick, but I was trying to get these hook keepers, which are tiny, man. Pouring our buddy Lyle some jigs, man. I gotta take care of my buddy. These are the ones I'm pouring right here. Hi, Melissa. Look at you guys made it. Look at this. I'm testing this for vacation. I'm pretty sure this is the channel I'm going to do the morning live streams off the boat. So I figured I better test it, make sure it works. I dropped something. Please hold. I got them puppies coming running around here. I can't. Well, I lost that one. That's okay. I got this. This will usually pull it out of cracks or anything. Huh. Let me find that jag. Where'd it go? That jig might have rolled somewhere. That's a bad thing with them puppies running around. There it is. It was on top of something. We found it. Woohoo! Thank you, Harbor Freight. All right, let's see what's going on here. Hi, Melissa. Cruise Live's coming soon on here. What's going on, Wabash? How you doing? You guys are special. This is just, I didn't see anybody else live, so I just figured I'd come on here. Like I said, I'm pouring a bunch of these. I got to pour some of these for Lyle. I'm waiting on some hooks. I'm going to send some to Uncle Lou, too, because he's always so good to everybody, including me. So I might as well take care of the man. You want some walleye jigs? If you two want some, let me know. I'll send you guys some, too. Just tell me and give me some time, because I'm not the fastest at doing this, but I don't do it for money, I do it for French. What a mess. Also wanted to see who would see this, who is subbed. They probably don't have the bell notification on. I can't say I blame them, because I don't really do much on this channel. Go Dogs! I hear you guys won. Did I hear Eric say that today? Ow, I'm poking myself with all of these. Wow, what a mess. Read what Hogleg said above. That's why I said we're all so special. Let me see. Hogleg says, you give all the females... Oh, hold on a second. I don't think you were on. There you go, Hogleg. Wabash Nate, I'll make you one too. You guys can handle all the... I can do it. Yeah, I'm just testing this through the YouTube app. I tried to turn it horizontally and it locked me out. I tried messing with the settings. I couldn't figure out how to change it. I'll probably do that later today, see if I can't figure it out. Because if I'm on that boat, I want to give you guys the big wide view, not just this little skinny view. I know a lot of people watch on their phones and such, so this makes sense for that. I know a lot of us old timers don't like the vertical mode, would rather watch the horizontal mode, or people who watch on their televisions. But YouTube's been bothering me to do this, and they've been bothering me to start up my membership again. I'm kind of torn about whether or not to do that or not. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. That game was anxious, big time. 8 overtimes, wow. But we won. Go Dogs. Yeah, the Bears lost. They made a bad call at the end. I was watching that with my dad and my brother-in-law, and they made a really bad call. They could have gotten close enough for a field goal, tied up the game, and went in overtime, but they waited too long, and they tried to win it. They pushed their luck. It was silly. They should have went for the sure thing tie and went into overtime and went from there. They didn't do that, so it is what it is. It's the Bears. We're used to it. Week before, what, they played the Packers, I think. We lost by 1. I think it was 19-20. I know Eric and Curtis and Eric, or Eric more than Curtis. He was bragging about that, knucklehead. But you guys can hear me all right, right? And see me all right? I had a bunch of people that I did know come in right off the bat. One guy from Alaska, he was real nice. He was telling me about some of his Alaska adventures. I'm like, where are all my people at? Am I going to have to go on my regular channel? Which I will be. If I'm going to be doing like jig porn and tying flies, it'll be on my regular channel. But like I said, I wanted to test this. Wanted to test this out. Man, I've been eating leftovers day and night. Son of a biscuit. I lost count of how many I got poured. I think I got 21 poured already. I think we'll send Lyle a whole bunch. The walleye jigs take a little more work. What's the temperature down there in Georgia? I bet you it's not 24 degrees like it is here. I got this heater kicking. Yeah, my ideas was if I can go live on this channel through StreamYard. I could pre-set up a bunch of streams, you know, like one for every day. There we go. And set those up, but if I can just fire it up on YouTube, the YouTube app, which has a better picture, I think it manages bandwidth better too. Why not? Thinking about canceling StreamYard with the raise and how much it costs. So have we, Mark. We had our first freeze. Oh my goodness. Hope you got all them plants covered up and that doghouse all set up. How's that kitten of Melissa's doing? Last I talked to her, I think it was in when you guys were doing the truck, the convoy. She was saying it was still a little terror. I got a small lead melting pot you never use. The pot isn't the bad thing. It's having to buy these molds. These molds get to be expensive. Like the one I bought, the one I just ordered, Merry Christmas to me. It was like 120 bucks. And then these production molds from Fat Guys Fishing are on the expensive side, like $160. I won't order, okay, I ordered, now I thought that I'd be able to, if you look at these are 1/16 ounce with hook keepers, right? And it's got 7 on each side, so you could technically, you know, set it up and do pours of 14 jigs at a time, but by the time I get one side done, as soon as I go to do the second side, everything gets discombobulated, there's a word for you, and it's just more work than it's worth. So I just use the one side. I could have saved some money if I just ordered one that had, you know, like 1/16 on one side and 1/32 on the other and just poured one side. But instead I ordered one of each weight in this production configuration that I won't do again. But I have them. I guess I could always sell them and buy the ones that I want, but I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to bother. So what else is going on? Bugman, what's up, Bugman? Here, Bugman's going to be another mod. I'm adding moderators as you guys come in here. Buggy, yeah, I just wanted to test this channel because I think this is the one I'm going to use for my cruise video. Sorry it's in vertical mode. I couldn't figure out how to get the YouTube app to switch. I know someone told me there's a setting somewhere or some way to change it, but I was out here, might as well do it. So we're pouring 1/16 ounce jigs for Mr. Stokes with hook keepers so he can use for those crawdad plastics that he really has been loving. Says they work good because he's hold on to them plastics pretty good. He's got all the jig pouring stuff that he needs to, but he doesn't have any molds with these hook keepers, so I told him I'd set him up. Set him up. And then I got to pour some, like I was saying, for Uncle Lou, but I'm going to pour him some walleye jigs, and I'm waiting on hooks, waiting on some 1/0 and 2/0 hooks for him. Those should be here on Monday. So once that starts, I will pour him maybe a couple of dozen. I wish you guys would come back to mornings. Buggy's getting tired, Hog Leg. He's going through what you went through for how long? A lot of work. Live shows are a lot of work. Doing one every day, that's crazy. You did it for a long time. I did it once a week, and that was more than enough for me. I got contacted by a bunch of people, but right before I stopped doing my podcast, a couple of guys pretty big in the industry that promised me they were going to do my podcast once fishing slowed down a little bit. And if you guys remember, I kind of quit at the end of the season. They keep telling me they'll come do my show if I ever started back up. Spotify contacted me too. They want me to go back on. They like monetized me and stuff outside of just the ads I run on there. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. I'm so torn. I am so torn. My business is doing pretty good, so I don't know. I gotta see what I want to commit to, because I hate to make a commitment and not be able to come through with it. Still has them, but she's hanging in the bug, man. How was your dog? Had the feet issues. Melissa, I'm okay, Bug. I hope your mom and pops are well. Cool. I'm glad you guys came in here, because I had strangers in here, and I don't like doing this for strangers. As sappy as that sounds. Ooh, look, that one closed right away. Let's pour 7 more. I should send you some of these too, Buggy. There we go. Another 7 of these. Nice and shiny. Gotta do this. Gotta do the... I got quite the pile coming up here. I think I got 35 poured. Yeah, Melissa, I started smoking again. Shame on me. I'm gonna try and quit again after the cruise. I figure I needed to make, look at that mess. Trying to get these hooks out of here is a nightmare. I need a better container for these. Something wrong with your pup's paws, Hog Leg? Should I stay live here, folks, or should I go over to my other channel? You tell me. I don't mind streaming for just you three guys. I wish I could have one of you up here, but I don't know how to do that. I think you can go live with a friend on the YouTube app, but I don't know what that entails. I'm out of touch. I used to know how to do this stuff. Small Waters, what's going on, bud? Look at the Small Waters is. Okay, we'll make John a mod too. Just pouring some jigs, bud. Some crappie jigs for Mr. Stokes. Figure I'd go live. I'm thinking I'm gonna, like I was telling these folks in here, I was gonna go live during my vacation on this channel. Try not to mess with my other channel's algorithm. So I figure I better test it out. See if it works. I'm going through the YouTube app. I'm out here in my garage, just pouring some jigs. Taking it easy. I got a bunch of cold weather stuff done today, John. It was horrible. Had to add DEF to my truck, plug my truck in. I was looking for a piece of cardboard because I can't find where the truck bra is that I used to have. Filled up tires, get that winter air pressure up. As soon as I got in, I had to run and pick up some stuff in the truck. I had to flush the heater core on the truck this week. It's miserable. While we're down there in Florida, I'm gonna work on the wife, move down there. I don't care what you and Gig say. I'm coming whether you like it or not. You have to not pain. It's chilly and gloomy down here, north wind. Well, you and Gig talk, anything that comes from the north makes you gloomy down there. Try to tell me that Florida is closed. All right, 7 more. What do you think, John? You think you could put these to work? Look at them. Hook keepers and all. You use minnows, though. I don't know what you need to, what kind of jigs you use. I think you probably just use Aberdeen hooks if you're using minnows and slipshot. Oh, sharp sons of bitches. Sharp, sharp, sharp. Chilly 67. 67 degrees, John, is t-shirt weather. I'm inviting neighbors over for a barbecue at 67 degrees. I'll wear flip-flops in 67 degrees. Woohoo! Still putting ice in my drinks. It's all what you're accustomed to. I told this story a bunch of times. We went camping down on land between the lakes. It was 115 degrees all day. By the time we got halfway home, the temperature went up to 80 degrees. I was shivering cold. It was kind of ridiculous. I lost count of how many jigs I got poured. I guess he's gonna get whatever I pour. I don't think he's subbed to this second channel or doesn't have the, unless he's watching, or doesn't have the bell notification on. I messaged Lyle earlier, he answered, but then I messaged him again and he didn't, so he must be off doing something. I'm gonna pour this, a couple more of these, then I'm gonna go inside and have some leftovers. Melissa, them puppies sure do love turkey and ham, that's for sure. Can't say I blame them, I love turkey and ham too. Nice not having to cook. There you go. Good man, Bug Man. Yeah, let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Hogleg and Melissa. No, it's hard. There's so many generous people out there that have been generous to me and stuff, and I just never know how to reciprocate. It's one of the reasons why I kind of got into making these jigs, is so I can kind of gift them to people, have a place in the community, have something to offer, without competing with anybody else. Last Christmas, I sent some out to people that were like super kind and supportive. Not that you guys haven't, but I've been like, we're over generous to me. So, man, I got quite the pile building up over here. It's finishing these that's the pain in the butt part. Dude, let's see how many we got. We got 11 people watching. People scrolling through here. If you're new to the live stream, this is like a temporary side channel of mine that I do stupid stuff on. Not stupid stuff, but stuff that are not conducive to my standard fishing channel, which is Catfish and Crappie. And this is Catfish and Crappie Live. I do a lot of live stream fishing. I used to have a podcast on there, do some reviews, how-to, stuff like that. But if you want to sub to this, I'll be going live from a cruise ship next week, which is why I'm testing it now, because I got a lot of good people, a lot of friends that I met through my other channel that know about this. So hopefully they'll tune in, or I'll just go on Buggy's channel. Can do that too if I see Buggy's live. I'll just go up on his and do that too. Give everybody a tour of the buffet. Buffet! We live, y'all as well know, Melissa. Really like Hoggy. Bugman's back. Bugman, when you did the test for your webcam, is that just because you got a new laptop, or what were you doing? I meant to ask you during your lives, but when everybody's chatting or when you're going on one of your talks, I don't want to interrupt always. Usually I just stick to taking John's abuse, try to give it back. Next time I order jigs with hook keepers, I want someone to come on up here and slap the living bejesus out of me. Because these slow me way down. They're nice to have, though. I'm grateful to have them. Abuse equals respect. Amen. I don't know about respect. All I ask is you like me. Shit. I expect respect from my wife. Other than that, being kind to one another is always good. Wow, that one closed up right away. I must be getting good at this. Oh, this one's gonna be bad. I thought it was closed all the way. Well, you guys get to see one of my mess ups here. Let's see what they look like. Little over pour on the last two. I don't know why these last two didn't work. I think I can save them though. You see how they'll over pour if you don't have the mold closed all the way? A lot of times you can file them back, but what that does is kind of just slow you down. How many of these are bad? It's all on the top, so that's not too bad. This one might be shot. This one seems all right. This one's fine. This one's fine. It's a good one. That'll happen sometimes if I'm not paying attention, which is most of my adult life. All right, how many people we got in here? We got 12 people. It is what it is. YouTube algorithm. Don't tell YouTube. All right, let's go down to chat here. A zillion. Did you count them? Hell yeah, that's all I've ever did. I actually quit for a long time. Just up until recently. Let's see if I can save these jigs here while I'm doing this. That one's gonna be all right. When they get to be like this, that they get to be kind of a pain. Sometimes I get lucky. I'm just throwing them away, technically, in the water. Yeah, this one might not be so easy. I keep sticking myself with these hooks. So yeah, I'll probably be out here doing this quite a bit over the winter since I'm not ice fishing. That one worked out. How many times can I say that? Probably too many. Looks like I might be able to save these. Would you look at that? Sometimes when you over pour them, they're not that good. All right, those are taken care of. I don't know, I think I got 50 or so here. I don't even lie to myself about trying to stop smoking. Ain't gonna happen. Yeah, I did for a long time. And then fishing gets me. When I'm out in the boat, that's the worst. That is the worst. So I'm gonna try again after the cruise. It is what it is. It is what it is. John, you don't smoke cigs, do you? He smokes. He's smokes the devil's lettuce. Oh, left and right, Melissa. I appreciate at least you guys coming in. I know you guys are subbed to the channel. Like I said, if Buggy's live, we'll go live on his channel. The Marlboro Blacks with the red stripes, they are cheap in the station. I've been smoking red since I was a kid. That's the problem. Except when I was stealing my dad's Winstons. My dad was a big Winston guy. So remember, don't mind my mess, but I'm going to show you. Buggy, remember when Jody showed her heater? See, I got the same one, except I got a grill on mine. And this sucker's on low. I got it hooked up to a 20-pound tank. And like I said, on low, I can come out here every night for a few hours, and it'll last a couple of weeks. It will last a couple of weeks. Mark needs a cheap, Marlboro Red's cheapest here. Tastes better than others to me. My dad smoked Winston's also, yeah. To be honest, when I'm out here, I usually smoke a cigar. But I got just enough cigars to take with on the cruise. So I'm not gonna go out and spend more money on them because they ain't cheap either. And I'm not as rich as everybody thinks I am. So I gotta watch what's going on. And this cruise ain't cheap. Back up to the cruises, we wanted to go to St. Thomas because I fell in love with there the last time we were there for a week. But we priced that out and it was ridiculous expensive. Like less than a quarter of the price for the cruise. And the cruise is nice. They feed you. You don't have to cook. You don't have to do your own dishes like if you were in a B&B. We got the drink package, so it's like unlimited alcohol and specialty coffees and pop and all that stuff. So it's kind of hard to beat. We're going out Princess. Princess is an older crowd, so we're not having and we're going not at a time when the kids are off of school, so we're not having to put up with all them little rugrats running around. So it fits us. We get along better with the older crowd anyways. Have fun. My wife threatened to get a video of me dancing. I told her I'd divorce her and take the dogs with me. So she said she would be good. Senecas are $4.50. The regulars are $8. I just went out prior to this, John, and you're probably gonna pass out. And I got a carton, $119 with my discount. With my discount. That's carton price for Reds. That's why I gotta quit. I don't smoke as much as I used to. My smoking habit was enough to cover the payments on what's behind me here. So that's the biggest reason I want to quit, is to save money. I enjoy it a lot. Enjoy it way too much. But it's just not a smart financial decision. Smart financial decision. Or it's a dumb one to keep smoking, I should say. So I'll probably try going live on this channel again during the week, pouring more of these jigs. Once I get the hooks and the paint that I ordered for the ones I want to make Uncle Lou, I will probably be pouring some walleye jigs then. So I might as well go live on this now. Maybe just to get an idea of who's really subbed to the channel or not. It only says I got only like 100 subs on here. And I'm pretty sure that those are people that I know. You know, close people that have been there from the beginning, or people I've hung out on their channels, which is all that really matters to me when I go live from the cruise. Because I know y'all like to see that stuff, especially the food. I really just do not care, to be honest. Screw it. I'm going to do what I want to do till it's over. Amen, Bug. I'm the same way, man, Bugman. And PBs would count as long as I wouldn't charge y'all. Everything I have seen and learned about getting old, I'm going to have to pass. Yeah, getting old sucks. Regulators here. We gotta make Aaron a mod here. Hey Aaron, I'm just testing this connection out for my cruise next week, because I'll probably go live on this channel. So it's a whopping 24 degrees out here in Illinois. So I got a bunch of winter stuff done. I got bored. I don't feel like sleeping because I slept like crazy. So I figured I'm pouring some of these jigs for Lyle. Whoever else wants them, bud, I can send you some too. So I figured I'd test it out and see who comes in here. Had a bunch of strangers come in right off the bat. I tried to go into horizontal mode because I think that's what I want to do when I'm on the cruise, because it's, you know, it's better to see more rather than this. Who wants to just look at me when you could look at the buffet or the cruise line or whatever? So. So yeah, that's what's going on. And I didn't feel, I'm testing out the YouTube connections so I can cancel StreamYard, because I usually don't have. I've offered to have people come up and read chat, and you've done it, Aaron, I know that. Usually people are either too shy or they don't like me or whatever. Who the hell knows? Don't matter to me. It don't matter to me. Still gonna do my thing, like Buggy says, till the day I die. I've learned in life, once you start caring about what makes you happy and not everybody else, is when you find true happiness. Well, not true happiness, well, peace, a little peace. A little peace. Regulator. I know, Buggy, I'm worried about dementia. Yeah, I worry about dementia too. My mom has never had any kids. Just ask her. You know, John, we've never had any kids. It's kind of a regret. We should have adopted. We talk about it quite a bit. It's a little late to do that. Thought about fostering some kids, but just don't have the time to give them right now. I don't know. Maybe we'll make time. But we're getting a little too old for that. Trying to be a little more understanding about things in life, but it's kind of hard for me. Been a jerk my whole life. Having to change now is going to be kind of hard. But yeah, that's a little too much information, so we're not going to go past it. We're going to talk about other stuff. John, when you going crappie fishing again? Because I want to catch one of your lives. I missed the other one. I even have the bell rung on it. I just don't get notifications on my phone, buddy, because I'm too short-tempered to be looking at my phone all the time. No offense, anybody. If you want to get a hold of me, I'll send you my phone number, and you can call me directly. Those I answer or return voicemails for. Other than that, it's just the way I am. No offense, people. I bet you was sweating last night, peg leg. Uh-oh. What happened last night? It's the first time I'm pouring these 1/16, so son of a bitch. I say that out loud. I gotta be careful when I drop shit around here, because I got them two little knucklehead dogs of mine. They find every freaking thing. Coco used to be like that too. I found her with a freaking treble hook in her jaw one time. So I try to be a little cautious about what I do and keep my mind on what I drop. Because the vet bills suck, not to mention I don't like seeing my dog suffer one bit whatsoever. All right, we got another pour done. Let me see. These are all right. These are all right. I got an itch. I need. Lisa, what's up, Lisa? How you doing, dear? Sending you hugs. We'll add you as a moderator too. This is my cruise channel for the next week, so I figure I better test it out. I'm sure you heard it if you're anywhere near Aaron. I do like Aaron's birdwatching channel. I'll admit that. Hopefully you didn't hear that, because I don't want it to go to his head. All right. Here, look at these. This is how many I got poured so far. Take a look at that. Can you guys see? Let me see that. There's this. Look at that. There's a whole pile of them. Pretty good pile of them. I'm going to keep pouring them, though. Well, you guys want to hang out. You guys are enjoying. JG Hill, what's up, brother? How you doing? All my people coming out. We're going to add you as a moderator, too. This is going to be my cruise channel, JG Hill, so I'm doing a test run today. Testing it out on here. I'm pouring some jigs. Hopefully you're feeling good today. I got a mess of hooks here. I'm pouring 1/16 ounce jig heads. I'm going to send some of these off to Lyle Stokes. He likes these because I put the hook keepers in them. I'm using number 2 hooks, number 4 hooks. I'm using hook keepers. This is what they look like before I cut the tops off. JG right there. So we'll cut them off. We'll paint it for him. He happens to like that disco gold. I don't know how much disco gold I have left. He said that he ordered some, so I might just have him paint his jigs. So we'll see. I ordered a new mold for 1/64 ounce jigs. I'm looking forward to getting that to use with my Berkley 1-inch gulps. You know what I need to do, JG, is I need to make a video on that fish pick I was talking about, using a chopstick. I think I'll do that when I get back. I had some ideas how to weatherproof it too. I use UV resin here in the garage quite a bit. I got a UV curing stand I got all made up. Why am I doing this out of order? And I'm sorry I can't just constantly look at chat, but I need to watch these or else it's not gonna work well. My old eyes. Getting better, huh? We'll know more this week. Another PET scan Wednesday. I hope that goes good. Before you go for that PET scan, you need to give yourself some cowbell for good luck, buddy. Hit that sucker 3 times before you walk out the door. Can't hurt. Might lift your spirits too. I have this heater on low and it's cooking me. I'm cooked on this side, and this side I'm cold. I'm glad you guys showed up. Keep me company. Just going live through the YouTube app, testing it out. I do want to phase out StreamYard because it's costing me $50 a month. I don't feel like paying that. I like going live for you folks and stuff, but if I can do it through the app, I can do it through the app for nothing. Why the heck not? All right, one more hook. If you're wondering, these, I do pour 7 at a time on this. It's a quote unquote called a production mode. I could do 14 if I do both sides, but yeah, my fingers aren't that don't have that dexterity. Let's see, did that close? Oh, look at this. I'm back in full form. These are, I don't want to jinx myself here. All right, I got them all. These are just they're called pill head or what are they called? Freestyle jigs. You could put an eye on them. I don't, not on something this small. All right, that's quite a bit here. You get your defibrillator? Well, I hope that goes good, Hogleg. I hope that goes smooth. Smooth as smooth goes. Smooth as the ice I saw in the ponds around here today. Smooth, slippery is more the word. You still have the blood clot in his left ventricle, in his heart, but it has gotten smaller. Good deal. Keep up the good work, Hogleg. Shrink that sucker down. Yep, day before my birthday, I'll make sure to be thinking of you guys too. That'll be my birthday wish. Everything goes great for the both of you. All 3 of you. Yous. Sound like NJ. All 3 of you good people. That'll be my birthday wish. I don't know what that entails, Melissa, having a defibrillator installed. Doesn't sound like fun though. But sometimes necessary and fun don't go hand in hand. You just got to do what you got to do. Like they want to do that surgery on my neck. I'm just making conversation. I'm not trying to take away from the much greater struggles you guys are having. I've just been putting it off and putting it off. The second set of steroid shots kind of helped, so maybe I'll get to put it off another year. But they were telling me that I could use of my arm, and I could lose my voice, is what they're telling me. So I'm in no hurry to risk that. So I've been praying, and them shots have found me some relief. It's not perfect, but at least I can get my head out of bed. So it is what it is. Much love, Hug, and Melissa. Much love, everybody. Yeah, my health is what it is. I had a good life. And I don't mean that in a morbid way. I'm grateful for every day I have. Especially seeing my pops yesterday. That was awesome. Not to change the subject, but while I'm thinking about it, my parents are so funny. I'm like their Mr. Fix-It, right? Thanksgiving, they got a list of stuff for me to do around their house. Had to fix their washing machine. Had to fix their computer. I had to level out this cheapo refrigerator they bought for the garage. I mean, God bless them. I mean, I tell them I'll come over during the week and do it, but they never want to call and ask for anything. But while I'm there, they want, they figure, oh, he's here, we can do it. And it's always like on a holiday or event where we're having a big family dinner. Oh, I should go get my goatee trimmed up for vacation. So, yeah, that's how funny my mom and dad are. God bless them to still have them. I know some of you don't. Count my lucky stars every time. So my sister and her older children, they're teachers now. Man, I'm old. And they're teachers in bad school districts. Bad as in, with bad kids in them. They were telling me stories about some of the kids in their classes. Of course, I had to give them trouble because they get 2 weeks off for... We're not going to get into it. They both still live at home. It's like, come on, folks. Grow up, kids. Quit mooching off your parents. I know the feeling, Mark. My mom is the same way. I won't call, but when you get over there, there's 4 or 5 problems, no warning. God bless them, but JG, I don't mind at all. But if they would tell me, I wouldn't be fixing it with the multi-tool. I got a big old Snap-on toolbox full of tools that I can pick and choose what I need to make my life easier while I'm there, rather than using a multi-tool or a butter knife. And it's a holiday. I mean, I wasn't wearing like a 3-piece suit or nothing, but I had on some nice clothes, and I'm down on the floor trying to figure out something on her refrigerator or her bag or her washing machine. My wife just laughs at me. But I got a refrigerator full of leftovers, so I'm not complaining one bit. Not complaining one bit. I'm not gonna lie, I could use a weekend of drinking, fishing, or something. Well, go see. I don't know about the drinking, but I know you go to the VA for them shots and stuff. I don't know how that affects your ability or wanting to have an adult beverage, Bug Man. But go see J-Dog, man. He'll take you fishing. He's a good dude. All you got to do is say the word and he'll take you. I was going to Ohio to visit Betty and Brandon, and, you know, I think I went live on the road, and he's like, hey, you're right by me. Stop over here. We'll go fishing. And I felt so bad because, you know, I hate to like I said before, if I make a promise, I'm trying, I do everything I can to follow through with it, which is why I try not to make more promises or write more checks than my ask in cash. I felt bad telling him that, you know. Would have been nice to have fished with him, that's for sure. We'd have had a good time. I need to go out there and check on the Bulldogs, so y'all take it easy. All right, Hog Leg, have a good one. Nice seeing you and Melissa, of course. I'm gonna pour a few more of these. I don't know if I'm gonna get to trimming them and doing the rest of the stuff I need to do to them today. I like pouring them. I hate filing them, and and I'm not the biggest fan of painting them. But that's all right. Got to do what you got to do. Finish the end. I'm going to go out there with them. All right, you watch him. Keep an eye on him. Keep an eye on him. Dead Sea Pirates, what's going on, stranger? How you doing? Nice to see you. Let's hope I hit the right button. There you go. I made you a moderator too. We got 14 people in here. I don't know who they are, but I'm glad you guys are in here. Just pouring some jigs for some friends. 1/16 ounce freestyles with wire hook keepers. So I kind of got to watch what I'm doing. We'll do one more pour, I think, and then we're going to call it. I basically did this to test my connection through the YouTube app on this, my second channel. If you're watching in the background, just scrolling through. My first channel is just Catfish and Crappie. This is Catfish and Crappie Live. This is kind of my burner channel, so to speak. I'm going on that cruise next week. I figure this is the channel I'll do it on. If Bugman's live, I'll just come up on his screen. We'll see. We'll see what we can get done there. I need to go to the dollar store before it gets dark. Yeah, it's getting dark soon. It's already 3:30. I'm gonna pour this one more set, and then I think I'm gonna call it too. Somebody will probably be going live anyways here soon. Isn't there a tournament or something? A Castaway Crew, whatever the heck that is. I don't even know what's up with that. Everybody's got like fishing gangs now. Everybody hangs out with their own crew. I'm a gang of one. Wasn't there a wrestler named that? One Man Gang? I got my buddy Lyle. But he's loved by everyone. Good for him. He deserves it. He is an icon. Legend. Where's Stan been? I haven't seen Stan. Usually I see him all over the place. Chad's having a tournament coming up, right? A dragon tournament. I heard something like that. All great channels. I highly recommend you check them out. Oh, thanks. Panfish Nation. Love that. I love doing that with Lyle. Me and him get to hang out. We don't always talk about pure fishing, but we like to talk. Me and Lyle like to go up there. I'm dropping stuff again. We talk about anything and everything. Usually start out with the weather, because we're old, and old men love to talk about the weather. No lie. I got a thermometer here in the garage, but it's on the other side. I need to move it. I don't know where the heck I'm going to put it. Maybe I'll screw it to the side of I got like a little hutch here that I need to go through. Maybe I'll screw it to the side of that. I've like run out of real estate in this garage. I got a project coming up. If you guys can see, you guys see this up here? I'm gonna extend that all the way across, 12 more feet. So we'll be doing that for a winter project. I'm looking forward to doing that, getting some bins to fit up there and try to get a little more organized. I want to get this, I got metal pegboard back here. I'm gonna show you guys my mess. I got metal pegboard up here, but I got all sorts of weird odds and ends and tools up there. I want to get it more organized with just like my fishing and my jig pouring stuff. So that's another project over the winter. Nope, something's not perfect in this. There we go. Nope, that's still not perfect. These Fat Guy fishing jigs are molds are awesome, but the clearances are like ridiculously close. They pour really good, but they're a pain in the butt to get set up. Like the edges of the jigs, there's like very little you need to file off when you're done, which is nice. But getting them set up's a little tricky. I don't know if you guys can see, but you'll notice like around the jig, there's like nothing to file. It's just the small little tail on the top. So I guess I shouldn't complain. I think that's 70 jigs I did. Does that look like 70? Tell me. There we go. Right, let's see if we can get these on camera. That looks like 70. That's 70 that I did. That's plenty for now. See, Mark, check my spatchcock turkey temp yesterday. Went back for a few minutes later. I went to try to pull it. Caught fire. Oh my goodness. Well, so, were you smoking it, JG? What were you doing? Or were you just grilling it? Talk to me, bud. Because it sounds to me like there was a grease spillover and the grease caught fire. Pellet grill? Yeah. When I'm spatchcocking this is what I do when I spatchcock. I spatchcock a lot of chickens. I don't really do much turkey. If I smoke turkey, I just get a breast and I'll smoke that whole. This summer I hope to try to buy a whole turkey breast because we don't eat the dark meat. We just don't care for it here. I'm gonna debone it and I'm gonna stuff it and do it that way. But I'll do a whole turkey breast. But I do a lot of chickens. When I do a chicken, I'll season the chicken up, whether it's brine it or just season the hell out of it. A lot of times I'll dry brine it with just salt overnight in the fridge and let it air dry. That's how you get a real nice crispy skin. The pellet grill, you can get up to that 350 degrees that you need. But you gotta put a pan under it. Those drippings will catch fire if they get near your pot. On my Yoder, the grease drips towards the grease pan away from the fire, away from the fire pot. So it's not that big a deal. But what I do is I'll get some baby potatoes and I'll fill that pan up with baby potatoes that goes underneath that chicken and let that chicken grease go in there and cook the potatoes. Oh my goodness. That's good stuff. Pellet spatchcock. Yeah. Tell anyone I was doing that with poultry. Yeah, just, one of them. Like, I use these tin pans out here. Obviously you get the bigger ones. I use them out here just because they're a cheap way of keeping stuff separated. But, yeah, that's what I would do. And sometimes I just do that just so I got less to clean up in that pellet grill. I got a pellet grill. I got a Weber Smoky Mountain. I had a stick burner, like an Oklahoma Joe, but that rusted through. I'd like to get a nicer stick burner, but I'm in no hurry. I got other things to spend my money on, and time. So, whoosh, right over the head. Yeah, I saw it, spatchcock. Do you know what spatchcock means? I think you do. Spatchcock chicken is when you cut the backbone out and lay it flat. Where's John when I need him? John went fishing, I think. And I thought you were going to Dollar General. All right, folks. I got about 70 of these poured. So I'm just going to end it right here. I appreciate y'all for coming in and helping me out with the test. Oh, our guests, we're here. Table was set, just waiting on a turkey, then boom. Did you get the turkey off in time for it not to be ruined? Sounds to me like it was pretty close, JG. And what kind of pellet grill do you have? You got, I'm guessing it's like a Traeger. Those Rectex, the fire pots are in the middle too. I'm not a big fan of that. But I mean, they work. You just got to protect them to keep, you know, the grease from going in there. Pulled turkey. I pulled it out of the fire, and was it still edible? Gen 2 Oklahoma Joe. I didn't know Oklahoma Joe was making pellets. But yeah, yeah, you just got to kind of protect that fire pot. Also, here's some other pellet grill tips. Never start the grill with the lid closed. You'll blow that thing sky high because that smoke that it gives off is combustible. And clean it. If you think it might need to be cleaned, clean it. Always clean it. Vacuum it out with a shop vac. Get all the ash and stuff out of there. Trust me, it'll be a lot better. And if you want a lot better smoke flavor, don't hesitate to get one of them smoke tubes. Them things work great. I actually use just a smoke tube. I run the fan on my pellet grill without turning on the fire, and that fan will blow that smoke from that smoke tube through it, and you can smoke cold smoked cheese and whatever you want, and salts, and you can even here now, Bugman, are you listening? You can even cold smoke your nuts. Those all work pretty good. Yep, they ate it all. Good deal. I clean it every 10 hours of cooking to remove the pellet dust. All right. Depends how long you're cooking. I clean mine every time I start it. Every time I go to do a long smoke. Have you tried smoking eggs yet, JG, and making smoked deviled eggs? Oh my goodness. You'd be surprised. Them eggs will turn, you'll see a smoke ring go through the shell. They're good. You don't even need to salt them because that smoke actually makes them taste a little salty. See, you guys got me cutting the ends off of this. Yeah, try them. Every smoker is different. I smoke them at 225. That's one of my Pitmaster snacks. When I did it first to figure out how long to have them, if you smoke them too long, you're going to have that green ring around the yolk. That means that you overcooked it. It means you cooked it too long. It's still edible, but it's not perfect. What I do is first time I tried it, I put 6 eggs on, and I pulled one off in a half hour, cracked it, I could not just cracked it open. I peeled it and checked out, where it was on the doneness scale. Pulled another one off like 15 minutes later till I got it dialed in. For my grill at 250, about an hour, and they're done perfect. So now I know. I'll throw a dozen eggs on there, take them off, give them an ice bath, peel them and stick them in the fridge, and I'll make smoked deviled eggs with them. Pretty darn tasty. Pitmaster snack. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty tasty. I don't claim to be the world's best pit master or nothing, but I know what I like. I've won like 3 local barbecue awards with a buddy of mine. So they tell me I know what I'm doing. I got a recipe for some barbecue sauce, which is nothing special. Actually start with a store-bought sauce and add a little of this, a little of that. One of the ingredients I actually have to travel like 20 miles to get because they don't drop ship that stuff no more. But I'll do that. Look at me, you guys got me trimming off the tops of these. Might as well do it while I'm talking. I'm trying to talk Lyle into building a big old outdoor kitchen. He won't do it. He won't give me his credit card to help him. I have 6 grills. Each one has its purpose. Amen. Ow. You know, I have a Smokey Joe. You know, the little 18-inch Smokey Joe I use on the tailgate of my truck. I got the big Smokey Joe. I like that Weber. I got, what else do I have? Listen to this deal, JG. I got a Weber Summit 680, the big old fancy Weber grill, right? I bought it from Amazon. They made a mistake and charged me only like $780 for that grill. And it's like a $4,000 grill. So I got that. That's my gas grill. And then, like I said, I got the Weber Smoky Mountain, and I got the Yoder pellet smoker. I had a stick burner, which I liked. I'd like to get a nice stick burner, but I don't want to spend all day Saturday tending fire every half hour. You know, that pellet grill's nice. What I do, let's say if I got a long cook, JG, is I'll set the temperature to 170 degrees before I go to bed, right? In the middle, 10 o'clock at night. And put let's say a brisket in there or a pork. You know, 170 degrees, that'll take it, even if it gets to ambient temperature in there, that'll take it right to the stall. You ain't got to worry about it overcooking. And then when you wake up, you check on it, then you turn up the heat to like 225. That's how you get added smoke out of a pellet smoker, is through time and temp. And once you get that ring set, you can go ahead and turn that temperature up in the morning and go to town. I used to wrap them in foil. I tried wrapping them in butcher paper. Now I use the Chud's barbecue method where I do a foil boat, and that keeps the bark, at least on the top, nice and crunchy. So, Hooks and Hammocks, what's up, Chris? How you doing? Let me make you a moderator. There's 2. Let's see what's happening. I'm busy looking at what I'm doing, so I'm not cutting off my fingers here. Let's see what Hooks has to say. Just sat down to sharpen some more knives. Yeah, my wife told me to order that, so I ordered it. Chris, she's like, Merry Christmas. Go ahead and order that knife sharpener. So I ordered it. I'll be sharpening them out here too. Right now I'm pouring some jigs for Lyle. Well, I poured about 70 of them. I'm testing this channel out for my lives while I'm on my cruise, rather than to mess up with my other channel. Not that I've done much with it, but I still want the algorithm to hit. Maybe I will, I don't know. YouTube keeps pestering me via email, wanting me to do all sorts of stuff. They want me to be doing my lives in this way too, they apparently. Who the heck knows? So did you get baked, Chris? Oh, I unplugged the pot, so these are sitting all up on the top. Don't think you will have service while... Yeah, we paid for the high-speed internet. JG, when I was on there last year, it's actually included in the drink package that we got. Last year I was on there, I was able to go live. It was a little jittery at first, but they said that they've improved it. So we'll give it a test. But yeah, there is internet. As long as you turn off your cellular signal, you won't get charged. You just use their Wi-Fi and hopefully it works. If it doesn't, then I just won't. But I'm pretty sure I can. I did not go. I thought you were going to go get bait on the Green River. Was that yesterday? Am I confused here? Or the Green Bridge. I think you were talking to Bill. You were going to meet your buddy Bill out there. I am really roasting on one side and freezing on the other. Oh, that was yesterday. Caught a trifecta. Oh, you did. Good for you, man. Good for you. The Fox River trifecta is channel cat, flathead, and a bullhead. Maybe I'll go for a Fox River trifecta in the spring. Make a parody video or something out of it. Lead up to me getting some huge blue cat or something. You know, one of the ramps that I use over there on the Fox, the Illinois state record, I think it's a black or a yellow bullhead, was caught right there. It was caught in 1950 something, but it was caught right there. Never caught a bullhead on the river. Be interested where to find them. I guess I'm trimming the tails off of these while I'm talking to you guys. I'm almost done doing them now. Yeah, I'm looking forward to extending that thing. Where is it? Right there. All the way across. I'll be able to clean up a lot of this stuff. I got such a mess in here. Just got too much stuff. Can't get rid of. Got that from my wife. It must be contagious. Must be contagious. So yeah, since we already got ice on the ponds over here. I ran out to do a little running around this morning, and every pond I came by had ice on it. Crazy this early. I hope we get a warm up because I want to go perch fishing on Lake Michigan. But if it doesn't if it locks up Navy Pier, I can't get in there. I want to go out there in my boat, but they go into the piers. All the shipping piers and all of that is where they usually go. They'll sit right outside of there, but once those inlets get locked up, they lock up a little bit out into there. So hopefully, and the bite hasn't been on fire, so they ain't come in yet. Bugman22 just sent you a short video of my knife sharpening shenanigans. You sent me one already. Oh, you sent it to Bugman. Yeah, nothing like a sharp knife. Oh, I got my knife sharpening stuff out here. Let me cut these. I got maybe 10 or 12 more. I got that Ken Onion Workshop, and I really don't care for it, Chris, to be honest. I got the Spyderco Sharp Maker. That thing I can make things razor sharp with that, but it takes a lot of work. I'm hoping this other one's going to give me the exact edge I want, because I want that 20 degree on a couple knives. I like to keep at 18. I got a couple of high dollar knives that I really get nervous when I sharpen because I don't want to mess the edge. Fishing in Freedom. There's my friend. How you doing, Richard? Make you a moderator. We're just testing this live channel out, buddy. Next week, me and Sheila are going on that cruise, so I'll probably do it on this channel in the morning while she's sleeping, and I'm getting coffee. We'll give ship tours, buffet tours, all that good stuff. If Bugman's live, I'll just go on Buggy's channel. But it's good to see you. Hopefully you and Stephanie had a wonderful Thanksgiving, a blessed Thanksgiving, and I hope you guys have an even a better holiday season, man. 100%. Just figured I needed to get out here and make some jigs. I wanted to test my tolerance with this heater on too. Like I said, it was 24 degrees out there. It was 11 degrees this morning. So I want to see if I can handle it. It looks like I'm going to be making a lot of jigs. I'm pouring some for Lyle, and I got to pour some for Uncle Lou this week. Thank them for everything they do for me. So yeah, Richard, you let me know. If you need some more of these, I'll send you some too, bud. I just sent some to Jerry. Jerry seemed to like them. Sent some walleye jigs to Danny. All right, that's 70. I'll trim. That didn't take long. So yeah, I'm glad you popped in, man. Oh, Jeremy sent me some of them German steel hooks. I can't wait to try them. I cannot wait to try those hooks. They look pretty good. I just got a bunch of Whisker Seeker J-hooks in, because I'm going to be using J-hooks for flatheads, no doubt, because I'm missing too many of them with circle hooks. I don't know where this one came from. But yeah, I'm going to definitely give those. Only thing I noticed, and since this is my second channel, and I don't want to disparage any company, definitely, especially someone who's kind to me, is the sizes run a little small. It's like those 8-aughts I could probably use for channel cat hooks, and those 12-aughts would be good for like bigger fish and stuff. That's the only thing I noticed. They're sharp as heck. They're pretty sturdy. I kind of give them the twist test. So yeah, so far they check out pretty good. I just wish it wasn't 10 degrees in the morning out here. Things are going to start locking up in a hurry. Actually, my buddy over at the marina, JT who owns the marina, he's probably going to give me a call to help him get the dock out since his dad passed away. I told him I'd be over there to help him do that, so that's about it. Oh, cool. Yeah, they do run a little small and get bigger than you think you need. Yeah, that's it. But, you know, hook sizes are so different with all the brands. So as long as you know, even like brands like Mustad, they always run smaller too. It is what it is. As long as you know that, you're good to go when you go to order them. But yeah, they seem like really good hooks, definitely. Yeah, I did get the headlight changed out. I did it yesterday before we went to my parents. I didn't feel like driving home with the high beams. It wasn't too bad, except it started to snow a little bit while I was on the ground changing a bulb. I only brought it up is because it's kind of a nightmare because you gotta go in through the wheel well. And you can take the tire off on the side you want to do it. It'd be a heck of a lot easier to switch it. But, you know, I got my boat in here. If I could get that car in the garage, I would do that. So I just cock the wheel over to the one side, turn it all the way in, and try to finagle my way in there. I didn't cut myself too bad, just a couple of times doing it. But other than that, yeah, I got it done. So she's all legal, good to go. Which is good, because on my way to my dad's house in that car, I saw a bunch of police officers that I probably would not have seen coming home. So, all right, folks, thanks for tuning in. It's nice to see all of you. See ya all. Hopefully we'll yeah, hit that thumbs up. Hopefully more people will show up when I go live on that boat. Like I said, I can go live on Buggy's channel too. So I'm just glad I got these jigs at least poured. We'll file them and get them painted for Mr. Lyle hopefully this week. There really isn't much to file in them. It's just time. That's all. And me, I like to get them as perfect as possible. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. God bless y'all. Hopefully you had a great Thanksgiving. Hopefully all your health stuff, Hog Lake, JG, all your stuff goes swimmingly well. I appreciate y'all. Have a good one. Bye.